you're on a ball, why don't you just go from here to here? Why you go up and then down?
When talking about flight paths, there are two things you need to keep in mind in figuring out why they would go a certain route. The first thing is navigation on a globe. The second thing, and the more important thing, is money. So why does this flight go up into the northern hemisphere? Well, if there were about maybe 10 people a week that wanted to fly from Australia to South America, that's really not a whole lot of people. But if there was 200 people a week that want to fly from Australia to Los Angeles, and then another 200 that want to fly from Los Angeles to South America, then it would be cheaper to just stick those 10 people on a flight to LA and then a flight down to South America. Now, also, this flight probably is based out of Los Angeles in the first place, so a lot of times they will have a forced layover in the country of origin.
You know, if there was a need of an emergency landing from Taiwan to LA, they go up to Alaska. Why? On a ball, Hawaii's just right here.
Ooh, I've been wanting to do a video on emergency landings for a long time, so let's get into it. This picture that he drew with the line going straight from Taiwan over to Los Angeles is a little misleading because it doesn't take a third dimension. It just draws it on a circle and says, look, this is the shortest path. The way to truly tell if a path between 2 points is the shortest distance on a globe is what is called a great circle. This is just a circle that intersects the 2 points and also goes through the center of the Earth, so the Earth would be split in half by the circle. So what I've done here is I've made a circle that is the diameter of this globe, so when I fit it on the globe and it is tight, I know that that is a great circle. And imagine that when we put my great circle over our globe, so it goes through Taiwan and Los Angeles. It goes up right next to Alaska, right where that emergency landing says, and nowhere near Hawaii. And to drive this point home, I've marked this piece with the length of Los Angeles to Taiwan. And then if I slip it down to go over Hawaii, it does not, recording one-handed is hard, it does not reach from Taiwan over to Los Angeles while also going near Hawaii. So it would have been a much longer route had they gone over to Hawaii than landed in Alaska.
Another emergency landing from Dallas to Beijing. On a ball, they go up to Calgary.
All right, here is another emergency landing. This one takes off from Dallas and was going to Beijing, but ends up landing in Calgary, which, if you want to be dishonest, looks like this. But when we use a great circle that goes through Dallas, right there, and through Beijing, that is right there, it goes right above this E right there is to Edmonton, which Calgary is just below it. So that works perfectly on a globe.
Okay. Flight from London to Pakistan. And the emergency landings in Moscow. Look at that. Why don't they just go straight across?
Because the globe is not a 2D map like you try and make it out to be. Let's put our great circle over Pakistan, so it intersects with London. And look at that, wow, right over Moscow. When you're dealing with a three-dimensional object, you need to draw the lines on a three-dimensional object.